We've had Steve Davies on, the secretary of the Thomas Taylor's Manchester Premier League, and now we've got joining us Nick Newey, who's the record secretary for the Summit League. So we'll just even the balance a little bit. Good evening, Nick.
Good evening, Mel.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, you've got to speak up a little bit, I've just been told.
I've got to speak up. Oh, right, okay.
It's unusual for you to be quiet, yeah. Yeah. Have you been listening to the programme at all, Nick?
No, I've just got that last bit about Noel Burrows talking about a guinea.
Yeah.
And I'll have to try and remember what a guinea was.
Well, wasn't it a guinea when you first joined Woodfield, Nick?
No, I think it was a little bit less than that, Mel. It was a farthing, I think.
Yeah, times need to change a little bit, don't they, Nick?
Yeah, definitely. I think that we've had the sport on the cheap for a long time, and I think people really need to get real now. If you look at sport, it's all sport. There's a lot of expense involved. I think bowls is pretty cheap, really. So, you hear people moaning if they've got to pay £5 subs to join a club, and I don't know, drives you wild. But what can you do?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everybody just wants it on the cheap, don't they?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Nick, we'll just talk about the Summit Garage League. If you wonder why you're not talking to Lynch, he's tucked up in bed, flued up.
Oh dear.
So you're stuck with me tonight, mate.
Don't worry.
Right.
I'll go gentle with you if you go gentle with me.
Okay. Right, well, first of all, I mean, on behalf of everybody, just thank yourself and your brother John for once again from sponsoring the league. You must be delighted how it's grown, really, since you came in sort of 4 years ago.
Yeah, we are really, because it was a vision, a vision at first by yourself, and obviously you got John and myself involved, and you saw what could happen at the time, and we obviously saw it from your standpoint, and decided to sort of put some money forward and try and help the league get started. And it's pleasing for us in a way that the league is regarded, even though it's the Staffordshire Premier Bowls League, everybody refers to it as the Summit Garage League.
Yes.
So we couldn't ask for any better publicity than that, really. And everywhere you go, people are talking the league up. You get people criticising now and again for various things, but in the main, people tell you that it's the Premier League round here, which we believe it is really.
Yeah.
And people look forward to the Monday nights and the different matchups and the standard of bowling. I mean, obviously we're in Division 1 ourselves at the moment. The standard is really, really strong, and it'd be great for us to get back into the Premier League for my club, Woodfield, but the standard we're in at the moment is still strong. So, this is the way the league is. You've got a springboard for clubs to come in at the bottom and work their way up, like Kings Heath Park are trying to do. And we'll see what happens at the end of this season, whether they manage to succeed to get into the Premier Division or not.
Yeah. And as a sponsor, to see the league in 4 years grow from sort of 10 teams to 36 as it is now, you must be really pleased that it's going the right way.
Yeah, definitely, and it is giving a chance. I mean, I think it is still a Premier League, very much so. And although we've got 3 divisions, you have to have a starting point for teams to get in. And obviously, like you say, it has grown. There's a lot of interest out there. We've always got teams trying to get in, which is the reason why we've got 36 this time, where a lot of leagues are losing teams, losing divisions and everything. We seem to be growing year on year, and it is pleasing to see 36 teams involved and all hopefully enjoying their Monday night's bowling. So we're very pleased to sponsor.
Yeah. And of course, the first time this year, I mean, the league, we've got 3 divisions of 12. It's a nice even balance. It's took a little while to get that way, hasn't it, Nick?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we've tried different conundrums as the years have gone on to try and accommodate the teams that we've got and try and keep people happy. But as you well know, at the meeting, the teams that were involved, they wanted to try and get an even keel in the lowest division, and we tried to accommodate them all in the best way we could, which is what we've ended up with now, with the 12 teams in each division, and it's made it. I think it's made it fair and square for everybody. They all know where they stand, and hopefully, it's proven to be a good season's bowling, and the best teams will rise at the end of it. So.
And the prize money this year, it's tremendous. It's going to be almost £8,000, isn't it, in total?
Which is terrific, because I don't think anybody in Staffordshire would have dreamed maybe 10 years ago that you would have a league that would be offering that kind of prize money in total, and a chance for teams down the divisions to earn money as well. I mean, it's not just top heavy for the winning teams. It's you get rewarded for how high up the division you finish. So there are incentives for teams
the league's obviously it's been going now for a couple of weeks, and how's the results gone? I mean, I've seen most of the results myself.
Well, it's a little bit lopsided at the moment because obviously with the way we've started, with some teams starting with 2 home games and some starting with 2 away. If you look at the Premier Division, St George's are top, M&B, Chadsmore, the George, and they've all had home games to start with. And you look down the bottom, you see a similar story. But on the first week, there was 2 very, very interesting away wins, with Boldmere winning away from home at the Dell and Moseley winning away from home at the Windmill. I think both results really were commendable because Boldmere finished in a lowly position last season, and obviously they got their season up to a great start. So they didn't do very well at the Dell last year, and obviously they found their feet very well this time round. Moseley, Windmill, as you well know, it isn't a place that's particularly easy to go and get a result at, and Moseley, a team that probably don't go there very often, they would have been delighted, I'm sure, with a win away at the Windmill. And obviously, as the next couple of weeks unfold, the league table will show its true picture. And obviously, there's an incentive there for teams to try and get an away win now to try and catch up if they can. So at the moment, St George's are standing at the top, but that's after having 2 home wins, and they've put on a pretty impressive plus of 87 at the moment. But it will all, I'm sure it will all unfold over the next couple of weeks, and after week 4 we'll get a clearer picture as to who stands where.